Fortune magazine recently had an article by Lance Lambert published October 1st titled "The Home Price Correction Intensifies What to Expect from the U.S. Housing Market in 2023." So I'm going to read portions of this, and then I'm going to stop and tell you my experience in the local market. We'll go from there. My name is Amy Brown. I'm a realtor with Compass in Ellicott City, Maryland. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me on YouTube. The beginning of the article says, anytime the Federal Reserve moves into inflation fighting mode, the U.S. housing market is going to be vulnerable. But when those interest rate hikes come after U.S. home prices soared 43% in just over 2 years, the consequences will be even more pronounced. That, of course, is what we're seeing now. Despite favorable demographics and tight inventory levels, pressured affordability, spiked mortgage rates coupled with frothy home prices is beginning to push home prices lower. In fact, this week we learned that the U.S. home prices, as measured by the Case-Shiller U.S. National Home Price Index, posted its first month-over-month decline since 2012. Now, the article goes on to talk about that certain markets were hit harder than others. Ongoing home price corrections still have not hit every market. The article talks about between May and August, home values in San Jose fell 10.6%, while home values grew 2% in Orlando. That's right, 2% up. So the article went on to interview the Zonda chief economist, Ali Wolf, who also advises the White House on real estate. So obviously this is a well-qualified person. So the first question for her was, as the data continues to roll in, it's pretty clear that home prices are falling in many markets across the country. In some places, it's sharp. Do you expect home price declines to continue in 2023? Her answer was that we haven't seen home prices drop universally across the country. There are some markets where home prices have started to come down, and she expects to see that to spread to more metro areas, and that corrections in home prices can be expected in 2023 as long as interest rates remain elevated and consumer demand remains slow. So I'm going to stop here and say in Maryland, we are seeing prices remain the same, steady, I should say, is probably a better word for it. However, we are still seeing bidding wars. If the house looks like an HGTV magazine and it's priced correctly, we are still in October 2022 seeing bidding wars. I don't know how many months that will continue, but probably through the end of 2022. The next question is for Allie was, what types of markets are the most vulnerable? And she said places that became vulnerable because of hybrid work, people moved to, for example, Boise, Las Vegas, Denver. However, those markets don't have local employment to support the higher prices. I'm going to stop there and say Maryland is unique. Maryland, actually the DMV area in general, because our major employers are the federal government and federal contractors. So this is very stable employment. So I wouldn't expect to see the DMV be as vulnerable as these other markets that she mentions. The next question for her was, why are markets like Austin, Boise, and Phoenix shifting so fast? Her answer was that these were among the earliest in the nation and the sharpest increases in the nation. And buyers, relocation buyers, were finding these markets very affordable. People from the state of Washington, people from California were moving to these more affordable areas. The DMV area, Maryland, we didn't really experience the kind of influx that these other markets did. So Maryland is a much more stable market, and I think we'll have a different experience than the other markets that are shifting so fast. I think our market will shift, but not as fast. And as interest rates continue to rise throughout 2022, reality has started to kick in. Home price appreciation is slowing, and not every home that's listed is selling above list price in a few days after coming online. And yes, she's seeing this on a national level, and I can say yes, we're definitely seeing this in Maryland. However, there's still a caveat. I'm still seeing homes, as I've mentioned, that they look great, they're beautiful, they're updated, they're renovated, and when they come on the market, they go fast. And the last question is, how do you expect mortgage rates around 7% to impact the housing market? Because we were already seeing somewhat of a correction when the mortgage rates hit 5%. Housing affordability is driven by many factors. The keys are home price and mortgage rates. So the cheap financing, these 2% interest rates, the 3% mortgage interest rates, were helping people get into houses when the prices were going through the roof. So unfortunately, now that we are in the 7s, possibly going to be in the 8s soon, this has priced millions of Americans out of home ownership, and they'll have to look to rentals. However, I just want to say that rentals across the nation, including Maryland, have skyrocketed. So that's not really a safe place to land. And her final comments are, if mortgage rates remain elevated for an extended period, we expect that housing demand will remain soft, new home construction will be restricted, and home prices will need to adjust downward across the country. I would agree with that. If the interest rates remain at 7, 8 in that ballpark for an extended period of time, I would imagine eventually Maryland, the prices will have to be lowered. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.